Dun 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 na 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 dun 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 dun. So, I'm guessing tonight we're making martinis. Is that right, Mr.
Snook. Mr. Snook.
Is that what we're doing?
Well, actually, what Bond drinks isn't a martini. I mean, in some of the later movies, he talks about shaken vodka martinis. But in the recent Casino Royale film, which is taken pretty much straight from Casino Royale, the book, what Bond orders, he starts by ordering a martini, but that's really just to put the barman in the mood. What he orders is this: a dry martini, he said, one, in a deep champagne goblet, 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of Kina Lillet. Shake it very well until it's ice cold, then add a large, thin slice of lemon peel. So, not really a martini, but sort of martini based.
Why is that not a martini?
Well, it's shaken. Martinis are never shaken.
Right.
And this sort of weird mix of gin and vodka, not traditional at the time, and also the Kina Lillet, which we'll get to in a minute. I'm just going to start making the drinks so we can get moving along. As usual, ice in the shaker. A reasonable amount. Martinis only work if they're really cold. I don't have Gordon's, I have Bombay Sapphire. It's one of my favorite for martinis, and we might do a traditional martini later. And I'm also going to halve his measure. So here's 1 measure, I'm going to do half an ounce, otherwise we could all get a little too tipsy. So 3 parts gin and vodka. Bond only drinks grain vodka, which is about all you can get these days. There's not really such thing as potato vodka anymore. 1 of vodka. And half a measure of Kina Lillet. Now, Kina Lillet is a type of vermouth, and it's not actually made anymore. The Lillet company still exists. They make Lillet Blanc, but Kina Lillet had quinine in it. The same thing as in tonic water and some bitters. And so it had a little bit of a bitter kick, and that also moves it away from straight martini territory. So what I'm going to do, there is actually a company in Victoria that make a quinine vermouth, but I don't have it. I've got Wiley Pratt, which is again one of my favorite martini vermouths. I'm just going to put the half measure of that, and to try and simulate the bitterness, I've got some fairly neutral bitters here. I'm just going to add just a tiny bit, just like 2 or 3 drops.
Because some martinis have barely any vermouth, right?
Well, it's like, let the light shine through the vermouth into the gin or something. A traditional martini has vermouth in it. It's not just a glass of cold gin, right? Anyway, Bond wants it shaken, so we're going to shake. The reason you don't normally shake a martini is twofold. One, don't need to. It's not necessary. And the other one is it chips the ice, and that makes the little bits of ice float in the drink, and it doesn't look so nice. There's a theory that Bond does this because he wants the drink watered down more. He wants the ice to melt into the drink, so it's not quite so strong. I don't know if that's really true or not, but that's what he says. Okay, I'm just going to prepare the garnish ahead of time. Lemon, thin slice, large thin slice. I've got one of these little things that cuts a really thin strip out. I don't know exactly what Bond was after, but I'm going to go with this because it looks kind of fun. Alright, 1 long thin sliced lemon peel, 1 kind of champagne goblet. Normally I'd keep this in the freeze. I haven't tonight, but it'll be fine.
So this is based on the books, which you've read quite a few of.
Yeah, I've got a few of them. They're kind of misogynist pulp, but a relic of their time. Now, you probably can't see that, but there is like little chips of ice floating in this, which looks kind of weird. And just curl up the lemon.
Now, as an Aussie, how do you feel about George Lazenby?
Oh, he wasn't given a fair shake.
No?
No.
Who's your favourite Bond?
I'm a big fan of Timothy Dalton. I think he did a good job of trying to balance the sort of self-loathing Bond of the books with the suave and one-liner quipping Bond that had been built up in the movies, but the two that they put him in weren't the best scripts, perhaps, and he didn't want to get typecast, so he never did more than a couple.
Well,
Anyway, here's the drink.
speaking of suave.
Cheers.